Once again, near perfect conditions out there, keeping that overcast right above the racetrack right now. Looks like just about ready to get this thing underway. And sure enough, off and racing our 65cc 7-9 Limited. It is Darren Pine out front early on that number 58 machine. Kevin DePino right behind him, and Trin Batchelor in that number 3 position with Caden Dundee in 4th. And Hogan Mims rounding out the top 5. Off of the start now, back into the short chute. Our riders making their way toward the 10 Commandments for the first time, and already a battle for the lead. Going to be 3 wide. Look at this, 3 wide going into the 10 Commandments. Actually 4 wide as they make their way through. Look at this, 4 wide all the way across. These guys fighting for position. Only 1 lead spot, and 5 guys want it right now. It is the number 70 machine making big moves. Look at this, Hogan Mims going from the number 5 position to the lead. Getting challenged right now. Look at this. It looks like DePino, the number 94 machine, trying to answer back. But Hogan Mims getting extremely aggressive through the 10 Commandments, following all the rules out there, and sure enough, it paid off. Mims able to put himself in a fantastic position right now. Back through the beach, here comes our leader. Back through the soft stuff. It is that number 58 machine, Darren Pine, still out front. Big time move through the 10 Commandments there. And right behind him, we've got a race for the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th positions. All kind of players, the Pino, Batchelor, Dundee, Mims, Blecka. All of them hungry right now on this opening lap. Here they come past the Polysport Pond, back into this final left-hander before the finish line. And that's a deep rut. Looks like we may have a pass for the lead. We got to move right now. I believe the pass was made at the finish line. Caden Dudney making their way. Caden Dudney making his way into the lead right now. The number 58 Pine in 2nd place. Landon Gibson in that 4th spot. Hogan Mims now on that 70 machine rides in the 4th spot. Cole Blecka in the number 5. Trin Batchelor in that number 6 position. Kevin DePino rides in 7th. Gage Dunham has possession of the 8th position, while the 9th spot belongs to Levi Wilkins. Jonathan Getz Jr. right there in that number 10 spot. A 2:09.7 for Dudney on this first lap. 2:10 for Pine, 2:11 for Gibson, 2:12 for Mims, 2:12 for Becca. So these guys pretty evenly matched, as we knew they would be. We've seen these guys all through the spring and the early season here, and we were expecting this type of race. And it is the number 40 of Caden Dudney out there, putting all that training to use, putting that preparation to good use out there, and leading this one early. 20-minute motor here for our 65 7-9. Dudney looking good out there. Pine taking some good lines right there, trying to use the alternate lines on this track, not playing follow the leader. And right now we've got a whole pack of 65 cc's chasing that number 40 of Kate Dudney. They are Darren Pine, Landon Gibson, Hogan Mims, Cole Blecka, Trin Batchelor, Kevin DePino, Cage Dunham, Levi Wilkins, Jonathan Getz, Seth Dennis, Mason Rayner, Jet Kellogg, Maverick Gish. Right now looking at about 2:10, 2:11 for our top 2 or 3, but 2:09 for Caden Dudney. Had a gap of just about 3/100ths of a second as they made the pass at the finish line. Going to be interesting to see if he's able to capitalize on that clear track as he works his way back around on lap number 2. Able to put a bit of a gap on this time, 2.4 seconds over Landon Gibson. Darren Pine comes in just 1 second behind them. So the top 3, Dudney, Gibson, Pine, now Blecka, Mims, Batchelor, all these guys just within about 4 or 5 seconds of each other. So you got about 7 riders separated by about 5 seconds. Kevin DePino checking in. Jonathan Getz Jr. checking in. Gage Dunham, Madden Jones. That time around, a 2:18 for your leader, Dudney, a 2:18.1. So Seth Dennis has the fast lap so far, and that was lap number 2, a 2:16. Dennis back in that 7th spot trying to make it happen. So he's on the move right now. 2:16.8 for Dennis that time. Your leader's running a 2:18. Landon Gibson running a 2:18. Darren Pine running a 2:21. So we're going to see all kinds of action as this one starts to heat up. Only about 5.5 minutes into this one, got 14.5 minutes to go, and already have a bit of drama starting to shape up in that 2nd, 3rd, and 4th position. .65cc 7-9 out on the course right now. That's race number 10, and having a race at hand right now, Caden Dudney on that number 40 machine. Race number 11 down on the starting line right now. That's our Mini Senior 1, 12-14. Mini Senior 1, 12-14. Those guys are on the gate right now. And in staging area, you're going to have race number 12. Race number 12 going to be our women's class, so looking forward to that here in just a few moments. Leaders making their way around again. Here they come back toward the finish line. Caden Dudney leading one more time. Landon Gibson still in that 2nd position. Cole Blecker riding in 3rd. Darren Pine in the number 4 position. This time around, only about 1/2 a second, 0.473 is the gap between Dudney and Gibson. 2 seconds back to Blecker, about 3 seconds back to Pine. Trenton Batchelor holding in there about 3 seconds off. Hogan Mims, 1.3 seconds back. Seth Dennis really on the hammer right now. Seth turning a 2:19 that time around, the same as your leader. 2:17 for Gibson. Cole Blecker, 2:17 as well. A little further back in the pack, have a couple other battles going on. Looks like Grayson Townsend, he's only about 1 second off of Gage Dunham right there, or Gage Dunham about a second off of him. Mason Rayner, another 1.5 back. Carson Wood and Tristan Pruitt all starting to engage in a battle back there somewhere right around that 10th position, about 11th position. Up front, all Caden Dudney though. Landon Gibson hanging in there, like I said, just about 1/2 a second separating those guys last time around. Looks like the number 4 may have been able to make a move. They're coming back into sight back here. Looks like he was working on him a bit. Is that the number 40 he's going past right now? I believe it is. So I believe that is a lead change. I believe Landon Gibson right now out front and leading the way. The number 40 machine of Dudney now in the 2nd place. They're coming past this Polysport Pond, making their way into timing scoring. Going to confirm what we're seeing here. And yep, that is the number 40 machine of Kate Dudney in that 2nd position. Landon Gibson able to make that move back there near Storyland. Had been working on him for the last half a lap and put it together. Landon Gibson out front, Caden Dudney in that 2nd position. Cole Blecker still riding in that 3rd spot. The gap just about 1.5 seconds now. Gibson over Dudney Blecker. Seth Dennis able to make his way up into the number 4 spot that time. Seth Dennis setting a new fast lap here on lap number 4. Seth Dennis a 2:15.44, so just about 2 seconds faster. Just about 2 seconds faster than everybody in front of him. He was 4 seconds faster than Dudney that time. He was 2 seconds faster than Blecka, as well as 2 seconds faster than your leader. So Seth Dennis on that number 93 machine trying to make it happen right now, trying to put it together. Not the greatest of starts, taking advantage of some good corner technique out there, putting some good lines down, and Seth Dennis making short work of making his way through the pack. Caution flag out there. Not sure if that was one of our leaders. We're looking right now at the number 31 machine on our monitor right now. Then comes back to, now we're back to our leader there, the number 4 of Landon Gibson. Coming into the beach back here, the deep sand section. Looks like starting to pick up some real estate right now. So Landon Gibson up, a quick look over his shoulder there at just about the 11-minute mark. So Gibson taking a quick check in. Made a big mistake there in a deep rut, but Gibson able to keep it on 2 wheels and get moving again. Almost brought that thing to a dead stop. So Gibson able to maintain right there. Dudney not able to take advantage of that small mistake, and Gibson continues to build. Blecka back there going to be feeling the heat from Dennis, trying to pick up on that race again. Leader going by a lapper right there. Up and over the finish line one more time. Landon Gibson on lap number 5. Stretching that gap out about 3.1 seconds over Cole Blecka. Seth Dennis now into that 3rd position. Knew we was going to make the move, so Seth Dennis all the way up into that 3rd position. Important thing to watch here, folks. Seth Dennis again turning a 2:15, this time a 2:15.6. His best lap is a 2:15.4. 3 seconds, almost 2.5 seconds faster than Cole Blecka, and exactly about 2 seconds faster than Landon Gibson. So a lot of time left in this one. So Seth Dennis definitely on a mission, a guy to watch on that number 93 KTM. Gibson having a little bit of issue right there on the short chute before the 10 Commandments. Got it straightened out, back on rhythm right now, coming past the lapper. Taking a look for Blecka right now. Where is Dennis? Where's he at? Back into Storyland goes the leader, Landon Gibson. Going to be working his way back into the front section of the track here in a moment, trying to get eyes though on the 52 of Cole Blecka and the 93 of Seth Dennis. Caden Dudney leading for quite some time here, riding in the 4th position right now on lap number 5, about 13 minutes into this one. A little under 7 minutes to go. Our leader now coming around the Polysport Pond again, that number 4, Landon Gibson. Got that KTM working perfect today, putting it in all the right places. Take a look at the lap time this time around. Landon Gibson turning a 2:17, still out front. Here comes that number 2 rider right now, Cole Blecka, followed by Seth Dennis. Less than half a second separating Dennis and Blecka right now. So that number 93 machine searching, going to find a way around. The number 52 machine doesn't want to push the issue, but here we go. Almost side-by-side racing. Just about 5.5 minutes to go now. Gibson, Bleckett, Dennis, Dudney, Trent Batchelor, Darren Pine, Hogan Mims, Jonathan Getz Jr., Madden Jones in the 9th position. Kevin DePino rounds out the top 10. Grayson Townsend in 11th. Gage Dunham in 12th. Vincent Way in that number 13 spot. Eli Gross riding in the 14th position. Aiden Bailey rounding out the top 15. Again, quick lap this race, 2:15.4. That was Seth Dennis on lap number 4, but you know, Seth still turning a 2:16.5, still turning a good bit quicker lap than the guys ahead of him, so trying to make his way around. There comes the number 4 machine again, our leader. Just about 5.5 seconds over Blecker right now, and Dennis back through the beach. Here comes that number 4 machine. Down to about 4.5 minutes. Takes a quick look over his shoulder. Does Landon Gibson, making sure he's keeping these guys honest, has them exactly where he wants them. Up and over that big tabletop in the middle, and sure enough, here comes that number 4 machine around the Polysport Pond one more time. We got a rider down there. Not seeing the number. He got his leg right in front of the number plate. Got a rider down. And there comes Landon Gibson around that final left-hander. 2-lap card is out right now. Landon Gibson, 221 that time around. And here comes the race at hand. Seth Dennis has made his way around Cole Blecker. Those guys separated by about 1.5 seconds. So Seth Dennis on that number 93, turning a 2:19.4 that time, almost 2 seconds quicker than Gibson and Blecker. Cade Dudney still in that number 4 spot. Trent Batchelor in the number 5 position. Darren Pine riding in the 6th spot right now. Looks like that might be, is that Hogan Mims? In that number 7 spot. Nope, Jonathan Getz Jr. Sorry, got my riders mixed up there. 2-lap card is out. Next time around, 1 to go. Landon Gibson with about 4.1 seconds that time around. Seth Dennis really on fire. 2 seconds a lap quicker for most of this race, and his competitors not getting off to their greatest of starts and having to put in work, but sets himself up in a fantastic position for the overall championship. Leader making his way past the waterworks back there, coming out of the back section of the track. Gonna work his way past a few trees back there to get himself on the beach. Across that big tabletop in front of the pond back in the back, and here he comes through the beach right now. Gonna take the white flag this time around. Landon Gibson on that number 4 KTM. Riding a really smart race, picking some good lines. Again, taking a quick peek over that shoulder. Want to make sure where Seth Dennis is. What kind of buffer do I have? Whoa, the number 97 machine going a lap down right there. Got a bit squirrely. That could have been a disaster for the number 4 machine. Back around the beach, going to pick up with our leader right down here in that final left-hander. There comes the number 4 machine. One more time around, picking his way through some traffic. Roost off of that wheel every corner. Seth Dennis coming through. About 6 seconds down right now, so Landon Gibson pretty comfortable moving into this final lap. Cole Blecker, he's about 1.5 seconds back. Caden Dudney, he's about 7 seconds back from there. So Gibson, Dennis, Blecker, Dudney. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Race number 11, Mini Senior, 12 to 14 in the gate right now. Landon Gibson headed for the short chute. One final trip through the 10 Commandments. Seth Dennis making an effort, making a run at it. About 6.5 seconds down there through the finish line, and putting himself in a really good position when we look at the big picture for the overall second place here, as well as Cole Blecker riding in that third spot. They can keep it on 2 wheels and get it to the finish line. These guys will definitely be in contention, as will Caden Dundee, Tristan Bachelor, Darren Pine, all these guys inside the top 10, really in a great position as we move throughout the course of the week, because you got to do this 3 times, and we're going to see how it plays out in all these classes over the next few days. Start handing out some hardware in a couple days. Our leader coming through the beach for the final time. Headed for that Rocky Mountain, going to work his way around a few more corners up over that big tabletop. There comes our leader around the Polysport Pond for the final time, the number 4, Landon Gibson. Great rider going down right there. That's the number 21 machine. He's up and under his own power again. Here he comes, the number 4, gives a fist pump for the crowd. Landon Gibson making it happen. Pumping that fist all the way past the tower. That's right. Got that Moto win, 1 in the books. Take the pressure off. 65cc 7-9 limited. Seth Dennis working his way into that number 2 position. Cade Dudney going to go ahead and lay claim to that 3rd spot. Cole Blecka fought hard, got up front early, was working on the leaders for quite some time, and Landon Gibson, Seth Dennis, Dudney, Blecka, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and Trent Bachelor definitely able to hang on to that number 5 spot. So Landon Gibson, Seth Dennis, Caden Dudney, Cole Blecka, Trent Bachelor, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 here in our 65cc 7-9 limited. Race number 11, that's going to be Mini Senior, 12 to 14.
All right, this is awesome. We got ourselves a Moto win here. Come on out front if you want. Dominant ride for the number 4, Landon Gibson. I'm gonna flip these. You got them upside down. I'm gonna help you out. Ready? There we go. All right, we want to make sure those sponsors are hooked up. Landon Gibson, you got the Moto win. How did it go, man? Take me through that race.
It went pretty good. Got like 34th gate pick. Just never let off on the start, and just got up there in 3rd, rode my race, waited till the other kids got tired and got around them.
Cool. Who do you want to thank, Landon?
I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, Jesus Christ for keeping me safe out there. 100% Answer, Cherubies, Matt Walker, MotoX Compound, Timmy Bedore, Justin Boyd, my friends and family for coming out, and everybody else who I forgot to thank you.
All right, who do you want? All right, let's hear it for our Moto winner, Landon Gibson. Good job. All right, I'm gonna bring up the 2nd place finisher. Oh, holding the belt. Wow. We'll see if it's undisputed by the end of the week. That's pretty good, Landon Gibson. I want to take pictures. I got to get Seth Dennis on up, finishing in 2nd place in this one, and then Cole Blesho was 3rd. So bring on up Seth Dennis. Here he is. Good job, Landon. And then we'll bring up our 2nd place finisher. I just saw him. They're getting the hat, the goggles, they're getting it all figured out. Runner-up ride here in the 65 class. Had him running in 3rd for a while. Dug deep, earned himself another spot, and that will be a silver. Let's hear it for Seth Dennis. All right, Seth, you made some passes. Tell me about that ride.
It was just really all about the start. I didn't get really that good start. It was mainly just pushing hard to get through the pack. Landon was riding really good, and I was so tired. Wow. And that's really all. All
right. Who do you want to thank?
My mom, my dad, my sister, Donald Sully, Nate Ramsey, Orange Brigade, Dunlop, Elusive Govs, Alpine Stars, Asterisk 60, Scott, and everybody else. Thank you.
All right, these kids are working hard. Seth Dennis, 2nd place in 65. We'll get Cole on up here, our third place finisher. Come on up, Cole. Looking for third place. Third place. Bring our third place finisher on up. There we go. Cole Blesha taking the bronze. Hey, give me your last name, bud, so I get it right.
Dudney?
Dudney. Oh, my bad. Did you take over third late in the race?
Yeah.
How'd you do that?
I fell in the Ten Commandments and then I just kept my position. Well, I got passed once.
And then did you make the move for third on the last lap?
No.
You just had it? All right.
Yes.
All right, you'll take it. Who do you want to thank?
Mom, my dad, Scott, Dunlop, a lot of other stuff. Lynx Racing, Quicks Motor Ranch, Nost. That's it. Kyle Regal.
There we go. Let's hear it for our bronze medalist. Great job. Thank you. All right, and Darren Pine has our Whole Shot Award. Need the, here we go. We're going to make you sprint for it. There's Darren Pine. They're going to share hats. I like that. Rotating hats up on the box. Darren Pine with your Bell Helmets Whole Shot Award. Let's hear for Darren. Don't be shy. Come on in the center right here. Looks better in the photos. Nicely done. How'd you get that start?
I don't know, just that Cobra machine.
Yeah. Who do you want to thank?
Mom, my dad, my trainer Kyle Regal, Zach Mashburn, 100%, Cobra, Beast Moto Lab, 100%, Shift, anyone else I forgot, thank you.
All right, there it is. Let's hear it for our Darren Pine, who got the whole shot. You can keep that. That's all yours. Thank you to Bell Helmets.